Let's talk insulation. It's a really important consideration when designing houses and other places that you're going to live and work in. Every material has an R value. An R value, capital R, is a thermal resistance value. The higher the R value, the better the thermal resistance is. That means the higher the R value is, the better it stops heat from transferring from the hot side to the cold side. A double glazed window, for instance, has an R value of about 0.26. A 90mm framed wall with 1.8 batts in it has a total R value of around 2.2. So you can see that the wall in your house has much higher insulation than what your glazing will ever be. Okay, now we understand that a higher R value means you have a better insulated house. That means that it's going to stay warmer in winter when it's cold outside and cooler in summer when it's warm outside. So what do? Do we put heaps of insulation in a house to really reduce the energy down and make things nice and comfortable? Well, we can, but there's got to be a limit to how much we can put in there. You could have like R20 if you liked in a house and the walls will be super thick. It might look a little silly and it could be a waste of money. So how do we balance what we're going to use? Well, let's have an example. Let's say I've got a concrete block house, no insulation. It's just exposed concrete block on the inside, all concrete block, and then you got the outside. What's the R value for that? Let's say it's somewhere around 0.6. I'm going to put some batts on the inside of that. I'm going to have my block, 90mm worth of batts, which gives me a total R value of the 0.6 of the block plus another 1.8 in the batts, so 2.4. Adding that single layer of batts onto this has reduced my energy usage by 75%. That's a massive amount. One layer reduced it heaps. If I add a second layer onto that, same again, so now I've got 2 layers of batts, I only reduce my energy loss by a further 11%. So that first layer had a massive impact, a 75% reduction. The second layer only reduced it by a further 11%. There's definitely diminishing returns when we're talking insulation. At what point do we stop? I guess an easy way to explain it is this. It's cold outside, it's winter. You go outside, you open up your car, you get your puffer jacket out because you've got no fashion sense. And I know I can't talk because I've got a Nissan Leaf, there's no fashion sense there, but it does a practical job, right? So you're going to put that one puffer jacket on and you know that that one puffer jacket is going to make a massive difference to how comfortable you're feeling. But let's say you want to save even more energy, so I'll put a second puffer jacket on. You'll know that that second puffer jacket is not going to make anywhere near the difference that that first puffer jacket did, and you look like an idiot. So you have to work out, what is my limit? Where am I going to stop with my insulation and where should I spend my money elsewhere on? That's what modelling is all about, and we'll come to that later on in the session.